Hello friends! I wanted to share a book with you today because we've been talking about people who help us in the community, and this is called I'm Going to Be a Farmer by Edith Kuhnhart. There is a picture of a little boy. It looks like he is, I think, raking up some soil or tilling the soil. And there's a row of plants next to him and another row here. It looks like it might be kind of a big farm that he's working on. I'm Going to Be a Farmer by Edith Kuhnhart. My name is Nathan. This is my house. My mom and dad are farmers. They grow their own food and they raise potatoes to sell at the market. I want to be a farmer too. Every morning we get ready to go out. I put my boots on. My little sister Meredith puts on her sneakers. Daddy and Mommy get ready too. Grandpa gets his pail. So it sounds like he has a bunch of people living in his family who also work on the farm. We go to work right away. Oh, what do I see? And there he is with his little sister. Good morning, baby chicks. Did you keep warm under the brooder? Peep, peep, baby chicks. I see you. And those are all the little baby chicks. When chicks are that small, and they are maybe being raised on a farm or by a family, they need to be kept warm by something called a brooder, so they don't get too cold. Mommy pitches the old straw out of the barn. She puts nice clean straw in. She gives the sheep hay to eat. And you can't see the whole tool she's using, but Mom is using a pitchfork to kind of dig in, scoop, and lift the hay. The pigs chew corn cobs from our dinner last night. I rake the floor. That must be kind of cool to be able to bring your dinner scraps out to the pigs on your farm, and they can eat the food that you don't really feel like eating. Gobble, gobble, gobble. The turkeys all say gobble at once. They shake their red wattles. See their red wattles? Meredith and I go to see the goose and the gander. The gander sticks out his neck and hisses at me. Go away, gander. He goes away. And there's a picture of the goose and the gander. There is Red, a horse. It tickles when he nibbles the grass out of my hand. So there's Red. And here is Meredith patting Chester. Oh, can you see a shape on Chester's forehead? It's a white shape. Looks sort of like a diamond. I help out a lot. I fix things. And I ride in the tractor with Daddy. It's air conditioned in the cab. Well, that's a good thing. I bet it gets very, very hot in the summertime driving around in the tractor. That is a really cool looking tractor, and I can see two wheels in this picture, but they're not the same size. I noticed that this wheel in the shape of a circle, that wheel is much, much bigger than this front wheel. I wonder why. Potatoes grow under the ground. This is what they look like when I pull them up. See, the roots are still attached to those potatoes. The potato digger drives along and digs up potatoes. The potatoes go into the truck, then they come out of the truck and onto a conveyor belt. Then they go to the market. Ooh, so a conveyor belt is a really, really cool machine that's used in farms and also in places like factories where they make things. And it looks like the potatoes go in at this end, and then they kind of shoot out onto the conveyor belt, which sort of like rolls the potatoes along, almost like they're going on a little, like a little carnival ride, almost like a roller coaster if you've ever seen one of those. So they're just kind of going down that conveyor belt, and then it looks like they eventually shoot into this this barrel over here, or this trough. That's kind of what it looks like to me, at least. But this picture really has me thinking about how things are made in farms and in factories, and how we it just has me thinking about a couple cool ideas that we might try for some STEM activities, maybe in our classroom. Because I know that with the gears, which is like a toy that we have in our class, I've seen some friends make things a little bit like that conveyor belt, and I think it would be very cool to try that in the future. So back to the story. Sometimes Meredith and I hoe the vegetable garden. This is a hoe. It has a long handle. She has sort of a smaller hoe, and he has the slightly larger hoe. Long handle, and then a kind of a blade on the end that can pull the soil and help till the soil. I know how to pick a pepper right off the plant, but this one isn't ready yet. And I bet here Nathan is checking the color of the pepper. If my guess is right, I bet maybe that is a bell pepper, and he might want to pick it when it turns red, like these bell peppers. But it's not red yet. It looks like it was green, and now it's turned yellow. So hopefully in a few more days with enough sun, that yellow bell pepper will turn red, and then it will be very sweet to eat. Oh boy, popcorn. We help Mommy pick all the corn off the corn stalks. We fill up a whole basket. Later, we dry the corn and pop it with lots of butter. It tastes delicious. So they are making their own popcorn. So that means that this farm family is not going to the grocery store to buy their popcorn or their popcorn kernels. They're picking the corn right off the corn stalk, and they're drying the kernels out. And then once the kernels are dry and taken off the cob, that's when they pop it. So they are actually able to grow their own corn and then turn it into popcorn all by themselves. And they don't even need to go to the supermarket. We raise all kinds of things on our farm. We grow tomatoes, sunflowers. Wow, that is a giant sunflower. And pumpkins. It's getting late now, and we hurry home. Dinner time. We have pork chops and broccoli, and guess what? Baked potatoes. Where do you think they got those potatoes from? Do you remember? Grandma and Grandpa come over for dessert. After they go home, Daddy reads to us. We read a book about farms. I'm going to be a farmer. And there's little Nathan sleeping with a toy tractor in his hand. I hope that you enjoyed the story. I'm going to be a farmer. There are some questions for you that we put up on Google Classroom. So if you want to check, I think it's listed both under literacy and read alouds. And after you've heard this story, you can read the questions and talk to your families about what it would be like to become a farmer. Okay, bye chipmunk friends. See you soon.